Just imagine, yes, imagine that you took the time to document your journey. Well, I'm Ann Marie Walts, and this is what I'm doing as we speak. I've been in the workforce for over 30 years, and I'm going to show you something that impacted my life a year ago, October, which inspired me to start a YouTube channel. So, out of this, what I want to share with you is how to leverage your time as I'm sharing my story. And just today's, you know what, today's content, I don't tend to script mine a lot, but because I have a life's work of decades of literally like writing down, notes, systems, wins, goals. And so I'm just going to go with this today. I invite you to come along with me. And so I am going to just share some more ideas with you. And let me just shrink this and let's jump right into this. So, what I have been on a journey about is this. I have from the very beginning of my work career, okay, I had implemented online booking before the first iPhone. So I'm going to bring you right there. Now, I know your time's valuable. And please, I ask of you, stick around. I really am asking you to stick around. I'm not going to do the hype of like, hey, at the end of this video, you're going to learn how to make $10,000. However, with the experiences that I do share from my own lived experience and the inspiration and the transformations that I've gone through my whole entire life, but say in the last 14 months, you just might learn something. Okay. So, when it comes to why I happen to be so emphatic about automation and technology, is because of the word leverage. Okay. So, and it's also to leveraging your time. And the other thing would tell you to do is I am so happy. I'm so happy. Actually, here's a word right here. I'm so happy that I took the time to journal many, 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 many years ago, and it's a habit to this day. So, like right now, I open up my old journal and it says surprise. Okay, it says surprise. So I'll read what it says. Right, surprise going down, and then what it says going across. Sometimes unexpected rewards provide rare, interesting situations every day. Now, when I was on my journey, look at those signatures, okay? I became a hairstylist in 1992. I knew I wanted to be a hairstylist in 1978. I was only 8 years old at the time, and I saw a lady's hair braided in a style book, and it was braided into a hat. And from there, did I know that I wanted to set out to help people look good and feel good. I didn't want to go to college. And then, you know something? Along the way, even though I didn't go to college, I figured out it's my true story to maximize my time, run my business, and have operating systems that were really like this gear, okay? So that having online booking right here in 2001 and where we're at now, 25 years later, did it give me an advantage? Did it maximize my time so I didn't have to work full time? So I could go and be at my daughter's hockey games or school vacations? Yes. And some of the things in life in 25 years hasn't changed. We all have 24 hours in the day. You can make choices. What choices you make today will affect you tomorrow. And so what I'm getting at is this. Again, I didn't have an agenda for today's content. It's also to a personal journey of mine so that I can look at this, I don't know, a year from now and go, wow, hey, Anne Marie, you actually came very far, right? And pardon me, my nose is itching. All right. So let me give you the backstory. So where we're at right now with my update, my YouTube channel is this. I really launched my YouTube channel for the journey that what I thought the beginning steps of the journey were. And they, and that was this. I'll just cut to the chase. Okay. It's like this. I went to I went to I went to a business conference here with software, all right? And I'm just going to keep this like super super simple because what I've learned over the last few years, handful of years is I've been actually trying to intentionally carve out even a new career path because where I'm at now, I'm 50 something. A handful of summers from now, I might want to be doing something else, and it's not might wanna be. I am really carving out an extra path of building my online presence even more in a direction to be able to help others automate their business, leverage time. I do know how to make money online, all this stuff, right? Well, anyhow, there were these, see these dudes? Yeah, I know some of the I know these guys, right? Well, kudos to them because they have made hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars online recommending software, okay? And but it wasn't, I don't know, something shifted when I was at that conference because I was just like, wow, huh, I'm older than them. And the fact of the matter is that, like, it's not common for a hairstylist to have the tech stacking tech like I know how, and it's not stacking. It's actually making I before using the platform I use now, uh, I was stacking a whole bunch of different softwares, which is a story in itself that I've shared on my YouTube channel. And so I'm going to bring this back. So it was this. It was okay. They're younger than me, but I've got decades of experience, real lived experience. It's not to say they don't, but when it comes to utilizing automation before it was a thing in 2001, the first smartphone wasn't even out yet. All right. So imagine you're sitting there, you're watching somebody, maybe you find somebody online and you're like, wow, what they're saying actually like makes sense. Like when something makes sense, it's going to just click with you. And the other thing is for me, I don't need to jump up and down and go, use my stuff because I know it works. Those kind of tactics, in my opinion, don't really work very well because I know that if somebody's trying too hard to try to convince me to buy something, I'm like, whoa, full stop. You're trying too hard. You don't even know me and all that, right? So previously in my journey of I own my salon. My husband owns an auto repair garage. And I'm going to actually show you a little bit later in the video how how automation has truly impacted our real lives, because it's different when you just find, I don't know, you maybe go work at a cell phone store to go sell phones, right? But you're just selling something to sell something versus actually getting to understand the impact of what what software or automation, the leverage and the time and all that can actually do for somebody. All right. So then I launched my YouTube channel during 2005, this year, last year. My God, it's going by so fast. It's going by so fast. Yeah, because we're December 16th here. Okay. So then, yeah, so in October, I went to the conference. And then during the summer, I'm actually going to edit this, and this is like a digital journal, but I'm also keeping a manual journal. And I was sharing with somebody else that at the conference. He did an amazing job. He was a keynote speaker and he's younger. And I was just like, you make sure you write this down. He's like, oh, I'll remember. I'll remember. I said, you think you will? Well, let me tell you something. I know from experience that you think you'll remember all of those details, all those high points, but if you're traveling a lot or you're wrapped up in building your goal so much, like I made a journal entry for every single event that I worked over the course of myself working with Redken, L'Oreal USA, and there was a lot. There was a lot. And so now what it's nice is to look back and go, oh, yeah. And you can remember the things that you've done. So so as this story unfolds for an update, because I haven't done a YouTube update in a very long time, well then this summer it's spun off into, well, I'm gonna go all in. Okay. So think your way to $1 million is very personal to me because the other crazy thing that I did about 7.5 years ago was I brought home a book that had the concepts of paying everything off. And you know something? Time goes by very fast. But if you document make your smallest goals be that you're going to start. I'm going to repeat that. Make your your biggest goal maybe, but make the conscious decision to start and have that be your starting point instead of trying to make like the whole great big goal and then the goal you have so big that it's so big that your own goal can be intimidating. So just start. All right. So then, as my story has unfolded over the years, I have been wanting to create like a passive income. And passive income is when, it's called affiliate marketing for those of you that have never heard of that. But seriously, they should really call it proactive passive income because you got to go get it. It's not any easier than going to work. All right. Now, taking it from me, I've been self employed since 1999. I was all of like 20, was I 29 at the time? And I'm in my 50s. So I decided to work for myself at a very young age. That is a go get it kind of, you have to be tenacious if you're going to work for yourself. Okay. And then, so as I had shared, here goes some of the background of my history is that I automated my salon in 2001 with online booking. Think about that. Nobody was offering online booking back in the day. I had automation before the first iPhone. I had automation before Walmart had its first checkout. I think before Amazon even exists. I went to hairdressing school in 1992. So I entered the workforce when the World Wide Web was just infant. Okay. So then I went on to create a very high-end, high-ticket makeover experience where my average ticket is $3,500 to $4,000. And I added hair extensions to my offerings as a hairstylist. It'll be 20 years ago in a couple months. So I've been averaging four-figure services, which I've do content around that for 20 years. 20 years. So I'm very passionate and emphatic that your economy does not have to be reliant of like your limited mindset that it's the external economy that's affecting me. I say this because I've done the work. When you follow the things that just follow, keep following me, okay? I started charging for consultations in my field over 20 years ago. So when you treat a business like a business, your business is going to treat it itself like a business. And so I'm just going to go on. Like I said, I just wanted to share this. It's unscripted tonight, and just follow along with me. All right. So then next what happened was, I think it'd be about 11 years ago now, I automated my husband's auto repair garage. Think about that. How many mechanics do you know are automated? Probably not many, because like hairstylists and auto mechanics, they one takes care of people's appearance, the other one takes care of your car. They're they're fixers. We're fixers, right? And then we became debt free, like I said, about 7 years ago. So when we pan this out, you're also going to notice here that this wasn't the first time I got my car wrapped. I got my car wrapped. This is 2013. So that'd be almost 13 years ago now at the time that this is being recorded. And this also was before the pandemic. I had QR codes on my car over a decade ago. Over a decade ago. So do you start to see a theme about this? So I've always tried to strive to make my stuff interactive, because when you make your online presence interactive, that's like it's the first impression. It's the first impression of your business. It's the first impression of your brand. Maybe it's even the first impression of your personality. Is when people check you out online, before they even step into your actual business in front of you. All right. So then when we fast forward now to today, I actually have AI answers my phone. And I actually, you know what? This is what we're going to do. Because truly tonight, I just wanted to hang out with you. All right. So I'm going to call right now. I'll call my marketing agency. All right. So, all right. So that's my marketing agency number. And we'll take a listen.
Hi there. Thank you for calling Ann Marie Walts Marketing. This call is being recorded. My name is Chloe, and I'm Ann Marie's AI voice agent. What is your reason for calling today?
Yeah, hey AI Chloe, this is Anne Marie. I'm actually the one that set you up, and I'm actually doing a recording right now for my YouTube channel. I've just been sharing my journey because I put in a lot of work in the last few years. Could you maybe just share how I could help them?
Absolutely, Ann Marie. Thanks for letting me be part of your YouTube journey. To everyone watching, AI assistants like me can make a huge difference for small businesses, especially auto repair shops and salons. Here's how. No more missed calls. Even if your team is busy or after hours, I can answer, collect customer info, and make sure every lead gets a follow up. Instant responses. I can answer common questions about services, hours, or pricing so customers get what they need right away. Capture. I miss names, numbers, emails, and service details.
Excuse me,
Send them straight.
may I interrupt you?
Of course. Go right ahead. What would you like to add or ask?
Would you say then would you be able to, so is it basically, I can't even get, I'm so excited. Can you help people leverage their time?
Definitely. That's one of the biggest benefits. AI assistants like me, business owners, and their teams leverage their time by handling routine calls, answering FAQs, and collecting customer info. So you can focus on the work that really matters.
Oh, wait a minute.
Clients or growing.
Hey, I have another question. I know when I was talking to my husband, because I set an AI agent, like we'll call it AI Chloe's sister, right? But I set you up to take care of my husband's auto garage. But when I was having a real conversation with him in the car the other day, I asked him what were the difficulties helping the team get comfortable using you? Can you give three quick pointers? Because then I have to go back to my presentation.
Absolutely, Anne Marie. Here are three quick pointers to help a team get comfortable using an AI assistant like me in an auto garage or any business. 1. Start with simple tasks. Let the team see the AI handle basic things first, like answering calls, collecting names, and sharing shop hours. This builds trust and shows it's here to help, not replace anyone. 2. Show the benefits. Remind the team that AI means fewer interruptions, less phone tag, and more time to focus on repairs or customer service, because the routine stuff is handled automatically. 3. Keep communication open. Encourage everyone to share feedback or questions. The more the team talks about what's working or not, the easier it is to fine tune the AI so it fits your shop's real needs. Let me know if you want more details or if you're ready to jump back to your presentation.
No, that was perfect. Thank you so much.
Before I let you go, is there one feature you think would be most helpful for your team or your audience to see in action? Thanks again for including me in your YouTube recording. Have a great rest of your presentation.
All right. So now what happens, which is the beauty about this, is that for us, our office manager can have lunch, or if she's got to go to the dentist, we never miss a call, because when you own a business, of course, it's like the old movie Jerry Maguire, show me the money, right? So that's the beauty about that, where we're at today. I mean, so much has happened for myself since 2001. So when I pan out on this, I'm going to zoom back into here, okay, my YouTube journey, and I'm going to bring you on the rest of my journey right now. So it was like, okay, I'm going to do YouTube. All right. I'm going to have the concept of think your way to a million, because when it comes to, say, contemplating or dreaming or working toward making $1 million, it's leverage. Either start with paying off your debt to get more financially fit, or put in operating systems that then are able to take care of tasks just like I demonstrated. Because maybe you're a smaller business and you can't be in two places at once, or maybe you're a bigger business and AI could be answering the phone on some off hours, while your excellent office manager can be better used for doing other things within your business that are more profitable. And it's just leverage. So then, you know what, I was just like, all right, well, I'm going to use my story to bridge the gap. I have an excellent affiliate manager. I have a couple of them, but it's really nice to get feedback from other people or mentoring about, like, how do you do this online YouTube thing, right? And the thing is I shared with my husband, and I'm going to share the best strategies. Just be yourself, show up, be yourself, don't give up, just keep going. And then, you know what, and then content, you just gotta, like, you gotta love what you do. You gotta, like, be borderline obsessed about making content about what it is that you want, especially if you are trying to carve out a lane on the internet for yourself. Because if you're at the age that I'm at, I'm in my 50s, and you want to create a passive income, not only is it possible, but it does take work. All right. So, yeah. And then, like this, make content creation an absolute habit. You pick your pillars. What are your pillars? For me, I share because I've been mentored over the years with public speaking when I was setting up workshops for Redken L'Oreal USA. How, what, when, why. So, how do you use it? What is it? Why should I use it? When should I use it? And the best thing that I can tell you is, start. If you don't know how to make content, just start with the part that you do know about the topic that you do know, and then think about how you would be sharing with somebody how to start on that particular topic, right? And then go live, go live. Today I decided not to go live because you know what, I just wanted to just pre-record this. So with that, I'll sidestep, okay? If you're not comfortable yet going live, it's okay. You can record your stuff, but going live, why I like it is that, like, the interactivity with your audience, fans, the people that will stumble across, people are scrolling, everybody's scrolling these days, stumble across your content. And the big thing is to help others win. That's probably for me the most important thing is to help others win and then automate the follow up. So now I'm just going to bring you along tonight. All right. Okay. So you have to have fun. When I share my journey about why I'm doing YouTube, I'll go back here to this picture up here. Okay. And I tell somebody I'm going to like a business conference, if that can kind of sound like, oh, boring. And if you say, I'm going to a software conference, oh, boring. But you know what? It is not boring. It's not boring at all. It is not boring. It is so not boring. You see this? I'm having fun because I know from having one email changed my business life way back when. It was 2008. I shared this story. It's worth repeating. And I got a cold email and I usually hit spam. I don't know about you, don't you? If somebody like emails you and you're like, I didn't give you my email address, but the headline said, do you want to learn how to make thousands of dollars online blogging? I'm like, thousands of dollars online blogging? What's that? Okay. Well, I can't say that I made thousands of dollars online blogging immediately, but it wound up bringing me down the rabbit hole because it created so much curiosity that I wound up studying everything I could about the internet, everything from like see this up here where it says SEO, search engine optimization, how to make websites, eventually, how to use all these softwares. Now remember, my first trade profession is a hairstylist, okay? So it's such an oxymoron. And I am so grateful now that there's like Chat GBT because 3 years ago, I'm like, hey, bot, talking to the AI. Well, I've been talking to the AI for about 2 years, but typing in, okay, how do you explain to people I'm a hairstylist, but I know my way around the internet like it's my own playground, like I own the playground, And so it was awesome. The AI was able to help me relate this to you as a creative. I was able to bridge the gap of technology with the creative space. Because I don't know about you, but it seems like everybody wants to put themselves in a box. Well, you know what? I'm technical. And other people like, oh, I'm creative. And other people are like, oh, I'm not creative. And I say, yeah, you are creative, okay? We were all little kids. We used to all use our imaginations and we used to all have a whole bunch of fun. I just happen to be the type of individual that has really been able to harness using the creativity with the technology, bridging them and fusing them together to help other people like you be able to leverage your time so that you can also do the same. So so it is just absolutely, I think, necessary if you have a goal or dream to surround yourself around other people that think like you do, have the same common goals, that you can just like get inspired by and from. And obviously, like this picture here, I was having a blast that night, So, and all of these people are highly intelligent, and so there's always, I can't express enough on this social media journey as the world gets more, I can't even put it into words tonight. Facebook's going on over 2 decades, like at 21, 22 years being in business. But what that did is it put us behind screens. And so I just want to be part of what's out there on the internet as far as maybe a mentor, leadership, what have you. Mine, what is it? I think thought leadership, to remind those of you that there's people behind the screens, there's people behind the businesses, there's people behind those that make the software that can help your business run smoother, right? So again, I'm going to flip back to here. I was just like, that's it. I'm launching my YouTube channel. So I did. So here we are. There's my YouTube channel. And now it's about like 14 months later. So that's why I'm doing an update, because on my videos here, I had started doing a playlist that was about the YouTube updates. And, some of you were following that, and it's long overdue, because when I came home on October 26th of 2024, I made my first, I think, is it here? Let's see. My video journal might have been here. It's somewhere here, but I had made my first post as to like what it was that I was going to do and what I was going to set out to do. So this channel right now that I'm just scrolling, as I'm talking here, it it didn't even exist. It didn't even exist. So yeah, see, you can look in day 19, day 18. And the thing that I can tell you is that there isn't a right way to do YouTube. There isn't a wrong way to do YouTube. You just got to do it. You just got to show up. They're like, whoa, stats have increased by what number is that? It was a lot, right? Stats are blowing up because, it was all new and shiny. Now, now, now it's becoming a bit of a machine, and I'm proud of that. I am really, really proud of that. Am I making millions yet online? No, not at the moment. Do I know what it is to make $1 million? Yes, I do. Okay. And then, so I'm going to put myself right there. Okay. So if you find a picture that really makes you feel really good, like this, I was just like, you know what? That's really me. All right. Then you don't necessarily have to worry about everything that you do with your socials looking perfect. And I can't express this enough look at this. I have 722 videos between my videos and my shorts. I just might know what I'm talking about. And the other thing is, I'm going to show you something that means so much to me. You don't need to get caught up in the numbers. Yes, even though I said this, oh, I got this many. Because if you really do a technical deep dive, I'm going to show you something on the next thing right here that is just like, whoa, whoa, whoa. And I'm going to bring it there right now. Okay. It's going to be my husband's channel. Okay. Oh, okay. Let me flip. Hold on a minute. I'll put J Walts. All right. Here's my husband's channel. Yes, my husband's channel. I never expected when I started on my YouTube journey that he would say he wanted a channel. Okay. So his just started 26 days ago. So here's me. All right. Here's my husband. Now he's an auto mechanic, and we use the software that I love so much. And so the thing about what I want to express, I hope you hear me, when it comes to doing your socials, if you decide to do a journey like him and I are, mine started out with going back here. I'm like, oh, I saw those guys. Man, they made like $1 million online. Okay. Is just show up, do your content, and I can't say it enough. Be yourself. If you try copying somebody else's format, you know, you can maybe look at other people's stuff just to get a couple ideas. But if you already have a business, stick to your own business. If you already have like some ideas that work for you, stick to your own ideas. Have mentors in your life, but don't go trying to copy and paste somebody else's ideas when it comes to doing socials for you to make money, because you're missing out on the most important and most special part of your journey. And that would be what I've witnessed with watching my husband, with me coaching other people, is to be authentically yourself. Why be a watered down version of somebody else just because they're making more money? Maybe they're making more money than you at the moment, or the illusion that they're making more money than you at the moment, because it's not how much you make, it's how much you keep at home. And then on the other side of that, too, is the discipline of how much you invest. Just because, one person makes $5 and another person makes $10 doesn't mean that the person that made $10 made twice as much money. Because I know this, the person that made $10 versus the person made $5, guess what? Maybe the person made $10, spent 20. You're already ahead at that point. So when it comes to you making a journey for yourself, make it for yourself. So my husband, all right, he hit 100,000 views in 26 days. Um, and let's see, I'll switch accounts and we'll go here. All right. And I'll bring you to his YouTube studio. All right. And we'll go to his analytics. And today he's at 100,000, 100,300. Okay. And you can see, actually, what I'll do is, so that you know that I'm really telling you the absolute truth, I'm going to hit lifetime, right? Just so that the graph goes out farther. Okay. Actually, too, you know what I'm going to do? This is what I'm going to do. I'll go custom. Hold on. Okay. I'll go custom and I'll go. He wasn't even doing it in October, but I want to show you the graph. Okay. And then here. There you go. That's what I want to show you. He didn't even exist right here. And I had no idea that when I started 14 months ago, I came home so amped up that when I got off the plane, I got home late. It was October 26th of 2024. And then I did my first YouTube journal entry. Okay. And then when him and my daughter woke up in the morning, I'm like, hey, listen, I'm going to do YouTube full time, like full stop, full time. And he's like, okay. And so look, here he is. And then here he is. And then here he is. And he already has an audience. I mean, and it just keeps climbing. But the thing I wanted to point out was this: when it comes to numbers, these are real people looking at stuff. Okay. He only has 54 subscribers. And I thank you, all of you, if you're watching this and you stumble across this. I don't like to say only, but when it comes to the data, he has 54 subscribers with 100,000 views. He surpassed me. Now, I'm the one doing the tech in the background, but his topic happens to be men's fitness, and there's a need for that. He's sharing his story. Mine's about automation, tech, software, money, and mindset. So mine is a bit more, mine has more categories. His is more fitness, it's fitness. So with that, when it comes to doing your YouTube, don't get too caught up in the, what am I going to do? All right. So, because that can hold you back. If you have to research everything and not implement yet, then all that time is wasted. I've talked to so many people, say, even in the marketing space, that are like, oh, yeah, you know what? I'm putting together my program, and then once my program's done, then I'll get it up. No, get your stuff up, is what I have to tell people. Because if you wait 6 months, 3 weeks, 2 days, you don't get that time back. You need to leverage the time. Okay. So those are some things that at least work for me. So then moving on, you know, here's his garage. There's his reviews. The reason why I show you that is because like I actually use the software that my channel is about. And so that's the other very, very exciting and enlightening thing about my story is we use the stuff. Okay. I mean, use it. I've been stacking software for 24 years. So imagine you being me, okay? And then you go to an event like this, you see guys doing their thing, all right? And you kind of wonder, like, well, they don't own a garage, but they're selling the stuff to the garage. And then there's someone like myself and my husband, but me with the software, I use it. I know how to fix it. I guess you could say I know how to sell it, right? So it's been quite interesting because I've been trying to figure out with, say, my YouTube channel, I'm like, all right, or do I explain about like leverage, right? So this is what I did. I made this video. So literally for 1 penny a minute, when you break down the price of the operational all-in-one platform, it's a penny a minute. I mean, is amazing. So for a penny a minute, for a penny a minute, I don't have to use my personal cell phone to answer calls after hours. There's an app built in, and so much has changed since 2001. So I'm still working on my progress here as far as like my journey. So when it comes to have working on like the YouTube, it's then I've had to build like a funnel, and there's just so much that goes into trying to create passive income. But the best part is the journey about doing it is fun. All right. So then I was sitting in my husband's office today because our office manager, she had to go away to Florida. And I'm like, okay, maybe I'm going to take a day off from making content today. That's like, that's making content for me is like breathing oxygen. So it'd be like cutting off my oxygen supply. But I'm sitting there and I'm looking and I'm in the garage. Okay. And then you can see a garage here, there, and I'm like looking at him and he's fixing cars, and it's real. Like we use the AI agents, and it's just when I go back and I'm going to flip back again to see here, okay? It's like for me, it's like a time capsule, all right? Because I had online booking before the first iPhone back here. And now we really do have AI agents answering the phone. So, and then moving forward, over the course of this year, 2025, I was on TV every single month. Every single month. So, again, the point of this is more or less for myself a journal entry so that I can look back at this YouTube entry, I don't know, 6 months from now, a year from now, because I really do and will create as I am a passive income. Then, then you know what? So along the way, here's my Ann Marie Walts official, and then I start getting a little louder, a little more confident, making more making more content, having fun, pulling my husband into the deal, all right? Or like, or he pulled himself in. So now I'll bring it to a dashboard, right? So I'll go to an account dashboard, and I've literally had 7,000 views in the past 30 days. And now my content is like reaching, I guess, thousands of people now. And this just started from having an idea back here, right? Way back here, from seeing other people do really well, that it then went to my car. Now it's affecting my YouTube. All right. So, and then now I bring it to like templates and ideas, right? So what I want to drive home is that this, if you have an idea, whether you're an auto mechanic, whether you're a beauty professional, a business coach, a creative, you're in the financial space, wellness, maybe you want to do something for the holidays. Are you in the home services? Are you in the insurance lane? How about legal? Everybody needs a lawyer, right? Maybe you want to build a marketing agency. What about medical? Then there's some random other things that are called other. Maybe you want to build a booming real estate marketing system. Maybe you have a restaurant and bar. How about travel? You know, there's just so many opportunities for you to be able to build something of your own, that that's why I just want to share my journey, right? I just want to share my journey so that, you know something? If I can make a difference in a handful of people's lives and you just follow along with me, and then something along the way sparks an idea for you where you can leverage your idea with time and systems, and yeah, you want to use my affiliate link. Boy, there's a lot of good stuff on the other side. But, it really does just take an idea. And I do know what it is to run a business. I've been doing it with my family. Our family's been running businesses. Me and my husband been together since 1990. It's what we do. It's who we are, you know? And then take a chance on yourself. Seriously, take a chance on yourself. Start a YouTube, in the good lane where, people want to say good things about you. And then, it's not hard to help other businesses get more reviews. What a great way for you to help other people, for you to help other people. Because when you come from a place in sales where you generally care about the people you're trying to assist with something that can help them, my take and advice is this: don't be pushy. Try to get an appointment. Don't be pushy. Be authentic. Listen. Do a good consultation and actually listen to what it is that they need, and see if you're the right person to be able to offer the right solution, and keep it conversational. Drop the hype. There's so much hype. There's too many people jumping around. Oh, we're going to make you X amount of dollars with our proven system. You know, just be you. That should be the proven system. All right. So I'm actually living what it is that I'm showing. And so, you know, do you need to book a demo with me? I don't know if I actually, you know what? I don't even know if I need to do a demo. Just follow my stuff, because I've been at this for a really, 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 really long time. Huh, a real long time. Right? So this is today's journal entry. If you stuck with me this far, we're at 52 minutes. I want to say thank you so much for sharing your time. Hit the subscribe button, drop a comment, and you know something? I use the systems that I share on my content. You can find the link in the bio to find out more. And today is Wednesday, December 17th. I'm going to wish you happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, or Happy You. If you celebrate you, that's great too. All right. So I'm Ann Marie Walts from Ann Marie Walts Official. And you know what? Let's take some of your ideas to automate them. And, you know, why don't you create yourself your own leaderboard? Create yourself a vision board, hold yourself accountable to your visions and your own leaderboard, and knock it out of the park and be so crazy to do one of these type of just real videos. So I'm also going to end it with this as though I'm talking to myself. You're welcome to leave a comment, as far as like, wow, that helped. And I'm okay with letting out my internal weirdo. I think we should all do it. All right. So here I go. All right, Anne Marie. So you just got done just doing another piece of content the way you do, and something's brewing. I can tell you that, I'm really proud of you because I don't know, your husband even joined in on this. And you know something? You've done a good job. You've just been relentless. You've even stayed up all night sometimes to be able to get your ideas out. You've even grown to the point where, you can handle the trolls because you can help other people handle the trolls. So you keep going because, man, the next 14 months, well, you and we're going to see where it takes us. Okay. All right. Now, back to you, my audience. Now, if you've never seen something like that, hey, I get it. But you know something? One thing you can do is make a video journal diary. And if you're not ready to post it yet, that's okay too. What you can do is upload it to YouTube, leave it unlisted, and then it just sits there because when you get to where you're going, you're going to be so freaking damn proud. Journal entry just as much as doing like this old school journal entry. In fact, like say this one, and I'll leave you with this. Okay? It was May of 2007. All right, 2007 was the first time that I charged somebody, what was that, $1,600 to do their hair. I don't preach. And I only, like, if I teach, I don't preach because I don't need to be preachy, and I don't need to teach anybody anything because I come from a place where I put in the reps. So I put in the reps. And if you think that you want to work for yourself, I can tell you this: you have got to protect your well being. It's a good idea to work out. Uh, and the biggest villain that you will come up against is the inner doubt. Okay. And then you have to have tenacity and more tenacity and more tenacity. Working for yourself is not designed for quitters. And the other thing I can tell you is if you're starting out, get a hold of your finances. Like get financially fit as you're trying to build towards your older self. You will thank me for that. Okay, signing off.